Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. And it's been a while since we've done a top 10 all-time list. And so today I've decided to bring to you guys a slideshow with the 10 highest selling Magic and Bird cards. I put these two guys together because their careers are linked forever. Their time in the NBA was almost simultaneous. They were the ultimate combatants, black versus white, east versus west, hard-nosed versus flash and flare. Just two brilliant, absolute on-court geniuses that could not be more different, but grew to be great friends and really shaped my my childhood in the sport of basketball. Believe it or not, I was a huge Magic fan just because of the way he and that team in particular played, but it's a common misconception that the Celtics were this slow and plodding team. That was not the case. Those dudes played very quick basketball, despite the fact they didn't have any true, like, crazy elite athletes like the Lakers had in bunches. But anyway, what you're going to see today is going to be the top 10 highest selling Magic and Bird cards. Spoiler alert, if you don't know what number one is, shame on you. You've either A, not been in the hobby too long, so I'm not going to fault you for that, or B, you've really been sleeping on what the most iconic cards in the history of the basketball card hobby are. So the one caveat, or a couple caveats. So I sorted by highest price sold on any public platform. So this is not going to reflect any potential private sales of cards that feature Magic and Bird. The other caveat is it has to feature Magic or Bird. It doesn't have to be Magic and Bird on the same card. It can be Magic or Bird. So it could be Magic solo card, Bird solo card, or it could be Magic and another player or Bird and another player. I ranked them in order, so it could be featuring one or the other, or it could be featuring both of them. It could even be featuring both Magic and Bird and then another player, as you're going to see on this list. So without any further delay, again, as always, when I do these top 10 lists, there's not going to be any repeats. If there was repeats, it would be the same card 10 times in a row with different sales prices. We're not doing that. It is 10 unique cards. I don't have an honorable mention, so let's get the show going. Here we go. Card number 10 on our list is the first solo card of Larry Legend, the 1981 Topps. Of course, in 1980, Bird and Magic were both featured on the same card, the 1980 Topps scoring leader with Dr. J squeezed right between them. That was you know, their first NBA licensed card. This 1981 Topps, and you can look at this PSA label with the old typewriter. That's just like reeks of iconicism. It's just a beautiful label. I love it. I think it just really makes the card. But this is the 1981 Topps first solo Larry Bird card. It's card number 4 in a PSA 10. It is only a pop 63, and this is not a rare card. It's got a high print run, but the condition sensitivity of those cards, trust me, I know, because I was actually collecting cards in this year as a 7-year-old in Louisville, Kentucky. After my sports games, I'd leave a t-ball game or basketball game, and my dad would let me go buy a pack of 80 Topps and 81 Topps and 80 Topps of baseball, chasing that, you know, Ricky Henderson back then. But this is only a pop 63 in PSA 10 condition. It is a $49,200 sale, and it occurred on Heritage Auctions in February of 2021. That's number 10 on our list. That's how we get the list cranking. Card number 9 on the list is our first trio card, but it won't be the last, I assure you, as you know. 2001 SP Authentic Triple Signatures Autograph. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant. BGS 9.5 with a 10 for the auto. This is a pop 3 card. It is serial number to 10. Like I said, there's 3 9.5s out there, none higher. $56,400 was the sale price for this card on the Golden Auction in February of 2022, exactly a year ago. What a trio that is. Card number 8 on the list. Let's keep it rolling. Here we go, back to 81 Topps. Magic Johnson's first solo card. Again, they have other cards in there. I think it's called an in-action card from 1981, but these are their base cards in there. So these are their first solo base cards. And this 1981 Topps number 21 Magic Johnson is a pop 78, so similar population to the Larry Bird 1981 Topps in PSA 10 condition. The Magic sold for $59,040 in a golden auction in March 2021. Card number 7 on the list, a dual card, our first dual auto, dual patch card. It's the 2004 Exquisite Collection Dual Jersey Autograph Jordan and Magic. It's number MM. It is serial numbered to only 2. It's a BGS 9 copy. It's a Pop 1 card in BGS 9. This card sold for $78,000 on the PWCC Premier Auction about a year ago in April of 2022, about 10 months ago. Card number 6 on the list. Back to another dual card, and this one's a unique card to say the least. Did you think that Kevin Garnett would make an appearance on today's top 10 list? Well, surprise, surprise, there's the big ticket. There's KG himself, and what a card this is. Our first peek at a Logo Man card, but not the last. This is the 2009 Exquisite Collection, all NBA Access, dual Logo Man, auto, Garnett, Bird, number DLGB. It's a one-of-one masterpiece. There's only one out there. It's BGS encapsulated, and as a one-of-one, of course, it is a Pop 1. $85,200 for this monstrous gem of a card on the Golden Auction in just January of 2022. Getting to our top 5, top half of the list as we count down to number 1. Stay tuned. If you don't know what number 1 is, you're going to be surprised, not so much by the card, but by the price of the card. Number 5, 2003, back to the Exquisite product. The first year Exquisite Collection, Magic Johnson. Limited logos is probably the most highly sought after insert within those Exquisite products. This is the limited logos auto patch for Magic, 2-color patch, purple and gold, serial number to 75 in a PSA 10 slab, which you guys should know by now from watching my channel or just from being in the hobby how rare that is. It is a Pop 1 in PSA 10, not surprisingly. The card sold for just shy of 6 figures, $98,400 at a Golden Auction in March 2022. Card number 4 on our list is another dual, and it's another dual featuring Bird, and it's another Logo Man featuring Bird. This is the 2020 Immaculate Bird Doncic dual Logo Man autograph, serial numbered 1 of 1, a true masterpiece. It's card number 5. It is a PSA 7. The auto is deemed authentic. It was not graded. It is, of course, a Pop 1 as a 1 of 1 card. The Logo Man patches look different, but I love it. I know you guys are like, well, wait, you're the OCD guy. You're the guy that needs symmetry. You're the guy that needs pairings and trios and perfection. That is correct, but I like the fact that these Logo Men look a little bit different because it lets you know that Logo Man from Bird was from way back, and it has changed over the years. It's the same silhouette of the great Jerry West, Mr. Clutch, but you can tell the distinction between, you know, a Logo Man from the 80s and then a Logo Man from the ultra modern era, from pulled from one of Doncic's jerseys. So it's a Pop 1 PSA 7 authentic auto. This card sold for $144,000 just a few weeks ago in the PWCC Premier Auction. I spoke about it on a PWCC Premier preview that I did. But this is a banger of a card. Two guys that are often compared to each other, but I think it's more from their skin pigmentation and the body shape than it is necessarily from the way they play, because Doncic is more of a primary ball handler. He's more Magic than he is Bird, and they just happen to look alike, be about the same height, be shaped about the same, and have about the same chalky white skin. So that's why people like to throw comparisons out there based on appearances only, not so much on style of play. But that is card number 4 on the list. Let's move on to our top 3. It is none other than Magic appearing again with Kobe Bryant, 2 of the greatest Lakers that ever lived, along with, I'm not even going to get into that. That's another video. The greatest Lakers of all time in order ranking video will be exceptional, and I'm going to do that in the near future. But let's talk about the card at hand. It's the 2004 Exquisite Collection, second year Exquisite. Dual jerseys auto, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, serial number to 2. It's a BGS 9.5 copy. Pop 1 in that grade, sold for $156,000 at a PWCC Premier in May of 2021. Moving on to number 2. This is a Logo Man, but it's a triple Logo Man, and you guys may have seen this. This card made very big news. It's the 2008 Exquisite Collection Jordan, Bird, Johnson. So got Magic, we got Bird, we got Jordan, and that was the NBA for about 20 years, from 1980 until you know, just shy of the year 2000, just shy of Y2K. Those guys ran the league. The first two, Magic and Bird, passed the torch on to Jordan, and he took it and ran with it and lit the torch to be bigger than it had ever been in the past. And so a lot of people think that Jordan then passed it to Kobe, who then passed it to LeBron. I'll let you guys argue about that and comment below, but this card is undeniably fantastic. It's a PSA Authentic because the grade does not matter. It is serial numbered 1 of 1, so it's a true masterpiece. It's from one of the greatest basketball sets ever made. That's the Exquisite product. It sold for just over $500,000, $540,000 on the Golden auction from November of 2022, just a few months back. Again, there's that NBA All Access right there. Moving on to card number 1. If you don't know, then you just don't know. Let me educate you. Card number 1 is no surprise at all. It is definitely, I think, in the top 2 most iconic basketball cards in history. Somewhere in there is the 86 Fleer number 57, and somewhere in that top 2 is the card you're looking at on your screen, the 1980 top scoring leader with Bird, Magic, and Doc. In a PSA 10, it's only a pop 23. There are trillions and zillions and billions of this card out there printed. It is not a rare card at all. The card has been graded by PSA 14,000 times. It has been graded by Beckett 4,444 times. That gives you just shy of 20,000 total graded, and there are 23 PSA 10s. That gem rate, are you sitting down for this? 0.16% have graded PSA 10 by PSA. So special card indeed, especially in this grade. There's a little print defect, usually in the bottom right of the card. It will be the top right if you're looking at it vertically. This one does not reflect that print defect, the little horizontal black line. Centering is an issue. Where the perforations are located is an issue. Registration or registry is an issue. Back centering is an issue. Everything about this card has all sorts of things that throw it off. So to find a PSA 10 grail like the one on your screen is very rare. This card actually sold twice for the exact same price in relatively short succession, in 21 and 22. It sold with Golden in 21, sold with PWCC Premier in 2022. Both sales exactly 840,000. The cards come down some since then, of course, as the market has reset. The card most recently sold for 522,000 in August of 2022. So it would have been number 2 on the list had it not sold for 840,000 twice in 2021 and 2022. So that is it for our list, people. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully there's some old men out there like me and old ladies out there like me who just get so nostalgic when you think about the 80s and you think about Doc and Magic and Bird and Andrew Toney and Bobby Jones and Moses Malone and Gervin was still hanging on, and then the introduction of Neek and Ewing and Barkley and Mullen and Stockton and Jordan and Pippen and all those guys that came through. Bird and Magic just give me the chills when I just talk about them. The story is incredible. I've read books about them. I've watched videos about them. I've watched movies about them. I've heard stories told about them. It never gets old. They're very special athletes that are always going to have a place in history. And so these are the top 10 selling cards of all time. As always, I apologize if I missed one or if I got something out of order. I am not a genius, and so I do make mistakes, but I like putting these videos together because it helps educate me, and hopefully it educates and entertains the people that are watching, the loyal subscribers to this channel, and those of you just passing along who happen to watch a video about Magic and Bird. If you are one of those passerbys and you're not yet subscribed, I would ask you to consider subscribing. Just hit the subscribe button. It's real simple. You can pick and choose what you watch. Hit the like button if you like these top 10 lists. I do them all the time. I try to keep them unique and different and a little bit off the wall rather than the same old, 5 most recent cards that went up. I try to do stuff that's a little bit different, a little bit out of the box, just so I can have my own unique little niche in the hobby. As always, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Put something below. Let me know if you have any stories about Magic and Bird. Let me know if you're the owner of any of these cards. If you are, damn, congratulations to you in a big way. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.